Hello! This week's episode is coming to you from my car again. It's going to be a little bit shorter because I'm a little bit shorter on time, but I'll talk about why in the episode. This week is finally Gdex, or the Game Developer Expo. Now, at the Expo, there's a lot of amazing stuff that's going to be happening. We have a lot of amazing vendors. We've got a lot of wonderful speakers. I'm going to be doing 3 different sessions myself. The first is going to be on Dev Day, which is Friday, which is more of like a workshop day, and it's going to be on level design. I'm going to be doing an art mini mentorship, and then I'm also going to be giving a talk on dehumanization. So how it's used, how it's not used effectively, what the history is, and alternatives and better ways of generating enemies or protagonists that can be much more meaningful to your game. Now, that's the big plug, and that's why this week's episode is going to be a little bit shorter. But I want to talk very briefly about a conversation that I had yesterday about who we want to be. Now, in a lot of cases, we have trouble separating ourselves from our actions. We can do it for others. It's like, oh, well, I know Bill. Bill's a nice guy. He screwed up. But for ourselves, we tend to be a lot more harsh. We tend to see our mistakes as who we are. And so it's important to remember that you are not necessarily your actions. Your actions are a reflection of your beliefs and what you do, but sometimes we mess up. Sometimes we make mistakes. Sometimes we go in a wrong direction. Everybody has value. Everybody has worth. Now, your actions may not always reflect the best of what you believe, but actions can be changed. When we have a core fundamental misbelief that we're not good enough, that we're not a good person, and I see this a lot in the game industry as well, where it's like, well, I'm not a good enough artist. I'm not a good enough programmer. Good enough for what? You are a good person. Fundamentally, you have value. Now, if your actions aren't where they need to be, either making life choices or even with skill development, your skill may not be where it needs to be. Those are things that can be changed, and that's the great part of it. So if you find that you ever get down on yourself, start looking at separating your actions from your value. You have value. But now if you have actions that aren't in line with the value that you hold, those can be changed. Make efforts to change those, set goals, do things to cause those changes to occur. Make sure that those are never confused with each other. So there's my little pep talk for the day. But anyways, Gdex is this weekend. It's going to be awesome. Come and check it out. Also, Electric Flo, still making more progress, and hopefully we're going to be close soon. That's it for this week. Take care. Bye.
Why did the spider log onto the computer?
Why?
Because it was checking its website for bugs.